So today on the podcast or Zoom meeting, we have Aimee Leslie with Interiors. She's been a home stager since when? Tell us a little about yourself and when did you get into it?
Yeah, so Aimee Lauren Interiors, we're actually celebrating our 11th year in business this year. But previous to that, I finished a studio art and art history degree at the University of Saskatchewan. So a lot of the artwork that you see is actually my outlet for that still in our staging packages, which is great. And during that process, I found a love for interiors and went into the industry of high-end furniture and decor sales. So I worked in two main furniture stores in Saskatoon and helped grow their business and just bring high-end design to Saskatoon. And as a result, during that whole process, I fell in love with furniture and building their inventory through their furniture stores. Found a niche to build my own and an outlet for that through Aimee Lauren Interiors in the home staging side of things. So it kind of took off with that.
Awesome. That's a good story. So I'll be honest, a lot of these questions are my questions, and I feel like maybe a lot of the population might not know too much about home staging. So we're going to get to the basics today. So starting off, why would one want to stage their home? Is it a good investment? Like what are some returns you're seeing on people who do stage their home?
Yeah, so I mean, real estate in general is, I would say, people's primary largest sale or financial transaction of their lives. So keeping that in context, why wouldn't you want to go up and beyond to present your home in a way that will give you the biggest return in your investment? So that's, essentially where we come in that way. There's statistics through the National Association of Realtors, and staging your home with that little investment, with the market that we're in now, you may have a brilliant home that's brand new, but you might not get presented with offers that are even asking. So for us to come in, furnish the home in a way that complements the high-end finishes of your home, or homes that are, potentially need a little bit of work to reinforce that style and forecast a vision for the future aesthetic of that home is what we're doing. In the market that we're in right now, we're seeing homes in all types of neighborhoods that are getting asking price within the first week, and that's great. That's what we want, right? So more money in your pocket, and we can move on to the next. So
Perfect. Sounds good. So next question would be, I guess, how much would this whole process cost? Is it more of a flat rate, or do you do kind of how much square feet your home is?
So obviously there's, everything from a, 500 square foot condo to a 3,000 square foot home. So we actually, the standard pricing is set to accommodate the aesthetic of your home. So sometimes, depending on availability, a smaller home will require smaller furniture or just a different aesthetic, different color palette. We will tailor that aesthetic no matter what size or aesthetic the home is. So as a result, we've kept our pricing standard. So basically you've got a standard package, which again, most realtors through statistics agree as well that the main living room, the kitchen, dining room are that kind of main impact. And then you've got your primary bedroom and ensuite would be the person spending the money, that's where they spend the most time. So those are the main impact rooms. But after that, you can kind of add on rooms. Sometimes certain floor plans require, a little more assistance. Maybe there's an angled wall or an oddly placed window. So they might add questions to the buyer where they're not 100% sure on how they can furnish the room. And then in those cases, we would recommend adding things on. But if you're looking for pricing, we can email that off to you. It is standardized too. So
Focus on the main things and then go from there, I guess. Hey.
Okay.
Next question is, would I be able to stage my home if there's already furniture in it, or does it need to be vacant?
Yeah, so for occupied homes, we have essentially two options. So our first main thing that we offer is a recommendation consultation, and this is where one of our consultants will come in with the homeowner. Sometimes the agent is there if it's required, but usually it's just the homeowner, and they're the ones that have to do the work. So we'll go room by room with them and give them tips and tricks on what to pack up, what to leave out, how to rearrange their existing items, which is beneficial because, I mean, not everyone's home requires new furniture or a reimagined palette. It's often just tucking away personal items, and kind of depersonalizing the space. And we're there to, in 15 years in the furniture industry, I between me and my staff, like we've seen thousands of properties. So we'll be able to reimagine your space that way. In regards to potentially adding items to a space, if your home doesn't have like pets with claws or sheds, well, most pets actually, and then small children too. I mean, these are kind of the unruly uncontrollables. So if your home doesn't have those things, we do often rent out upholstered pieces, toss pillows, artwork, that sort of thing, in addition to the items that are already there. So it'll just kind of, add a little, reimagined take on what's happening. So
I get that. Okay, next question. Where do you get your furniture from? And like, do you have like a big storage facility that you keep it in?
through the industry that I've been a part of, I'm able to um, know what high-end design is in furniture and decor. So that kind of gives me the options, many options. So we have some online retailers that we buy from. We do have some wholesale accounts that we buy direct from. And then we do source locally through a few furniture stores that have been around for quite some time, that we have relationships with. And yes, we also do purchase from gently used items that we're finding that, as a result of knowing quality furniture, we're able to kind of source as used items that either need to be repurposed, reupholstered, refinished, or are just great finds at a great deal. So we've got lots of layers. You're not going to find just one aesthetic. We're not just buying from one design, one furniture store. So we recognize that in this industry, you're walking into, in Saskatoon in particular, an 80s golden oak, beautiful home, which might not require modern, sleek interiors to best, showcase its interiors. There's a lot of transitional styles that happen, or overly traditional styles. And having my background in art history, it allows me to kind of marry and play with styles confidently. So that's something that I've been teaching my staff as well. So it's just a unique aesthetic to have the kind of pick of the litter of styles of furniture and decor. We're 3 years now, we've been able to house our inventory in a 1,500 square foot warehouse in Saskatoon, so which we're already grown out of, but it just allows us, again, there's a fine line between design and staging, but we shoot for more of the design side of things because we just want it to be as perfect as it can for each space.
Yeah. Okay. So how many staff do you have working for you between hauling furniture, and all the roles, etc.?
Yeah, the team kind of fluctuates between like 5 and 7 people, between movers and internal staff as well. So it's quite the operation. Awesome. So we're just looking forward to continuing to grow as the city grows and the industry.
Definitely. Okay, well, that's all I have today. Thank you so much, Aimee, for coming on today, and I hope this will get some knowledge out to the folks, and we'll keep in touch.
Oh, sounds great. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out.
I will leave your email in the comment section so anyone can reach out to you.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.